Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Sparks Toyota, and I'm checking out the all-new 2019 Toyota Corolla Hatchback. Now this one is in the XSE trim level and lots of features to show off, so let's go ahead and check it out. This vehicle is sitting on 225/40 Yokohama tires, wrapped around 18-inch alloy wheels. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated rotors in the front and solid rotors in the back. The name of this color is Midnight Black Metallic. And let's look at it with the sun shining on it to see how metallic it is. Yeah, I can see a little metallic metal flakes in there. It's subtle, but it looks good. Okay, so looking here in the front, it has all black. Now this is a black vehicle. We'll take a look at the white one just so you can see the difference. So you can see the accents a little bit better. So it has a flat black grille, a little bit of gloss there at the very bottom though. And all that's surrounded by a satin chrome accent, looking pretty cool. And all that encloses your LED fog lights. Toyota emblem is surrounded by gloss black, and the emblem itself is a sensor. It's a radar adaptive cruise control sensor. It also has sensors behind the rearview mirror, little camera there. These are a lot of safety features in this vehicle, which we'll go into towards the end of the video in detail. It also can read road signs, which is interesting. It has a little camera there. But anyways, look at the overall shape here. The hood have a little bit of lines. And the headlights and taillights are all powered by LEDs. So this one has black bezels in gloss and a projector tube headlight. So this is for your high and your low beams out of the same projector tube, powered by LEDs. And then you have the LED accents and a daytime running light. Turn signal as well is LED. So looking at the profile of the vehicle, the upper portion of the side mirrors are body colored, the handles are body colored, and check out just the contour, the shape of it. I love hatchbacks, and this one looks fantastic. The wheels look nice too, especially with the black exterior color. This is what the key looks like. It's a proximity key designed where you can use the vehicle 100% without taking it out of your pocket or bag. Has some useful buttons here, lock and unlock, panic button. Has a physical key on the inside in case you need it. Let's go ahead and push the panic button. All right. And in addition to the key, you can use an app on your cell phone that you can install and log into that you can use to control the vehicle. You can remote start it, you can locate it, all kinds of different things. You can also pair that to a smartwatch, and you can start your vehicle from your smartwatch sitting at in your office or somewhere in which you're getting ready to go to your vehicle and it's cold or hot outside. You can go ahead and remote start it without even being too close to the vehicle. Thought that was pretty interesting. As long as you have the key with you, it can be in your pocket, in a bag. As long as it's within a close proximity of the outside of this door, you can lock the doors by putting your finger over the sensor indicated by these two lines. So it can be just a finger surface there. It'll lock up for you. To unlock it, you simply put your hand behind the handle. It senses the key on the outside of the door, your hand position, and allows you access. You also have a physical key location right there in case you need it. Okay, so looking on the inside of the passenger side door, check it out. It's a combination of black, gloss black, and you have that really nice light, kind of like an off-white color. I think it's called Moonstone. It looks fantastic. Just the overall, open up the door was very impressive the first time I saw it. Soft touch features are this whole top portion soft touch, around your arm is soft touch, and then in the center portion and below is the hard touch surfaces. A little bit of metallic accent that matches the handle in a satin finish, and then you have the pockets there at the bottom and a big speaker. Manually adjusted seats here on the passenger side, and it has a combination of that leather on the outside and the cloth there in the center portion. Nice use of silver. Looks like silver stitching here, looking nice. So your dash, soft touch, soft touch. You have some contrast stitching in the black. Check out the legroom, man. I'll put all the specs and dimensions and everything in the description, but man, I'm surprised a vehicle this size and have that much legroom. Let's take a look in the glove compartments. Smooth plastic in there, pretty standard size. The rear door looks very similar to the front, but you have hard touch surfaces pretty much everywhere except for here on your arm. It has the gloss black, but check it out, you have that little bottle holder there, which is in that forward position. That's nice to have in the back, easy to get to. Pockets on the back of both front seats. A little bit of a hump there in the center. And the back of the center console has a little pocket or a little storage cubby or whatever. Now the driver's seat is all the way back, all the way down, as far back as I can get it, just to give you an idea of how limited your legroom can be when you have somebody super tall in the front as a driver. And then this is more of a normal position here. Cup holders and armrests can be moved out of the way. You have the latch system for car seats. You notice it has little doors there, so you can just flip this down and access the latch system really easy. You don't have to like push cushions out of the way. It's just a little door. So looking at the back of the vehicle, start up here with little body matching shark fin antenna, third brake lights right in here, powered by LEDs. And the rear glass, from what I understand, and I hadn't verified 100% yet, but I'm pretty sure that this back glass is not actually glass. It's some sort of resin material that is much lighter than glass, which basically serves the same purpose. It just decreases the weight in the overall vehicle and the hatch itself. All the taillights are powered by LEDs. And they put the backup camera in the very center position, which is nice. It's just under the emblem. You can't really notice it too much. It's out of the way, but it's in that perfect spot. It's a little bit higher as well than other vehicles that have it near the license plate. So down here it has these exhaust look-alike. Basically in the brochure they call these diffusers. But if you look close, they don't actually go through they don't even go through it all. They're just there for looks, and the actual exhaust is under the vehicle. Okay, let's lift the hatch and check it out. Just push the little button there and it lifts up on you. So you don't have to really exert much energy to lift it up. So this one has the shade in place. So this shade is very light. You can easily take it out. You just unhook those strings and unsnap it from the back, and you can take it out. You also have this little 2-kilogram hanger right there. It's pretty interesting. So you can hang something there when you lift it up. It's really easy to get to, and it's colored so you can see it, orange color. So you have tie downs back here for your cargo. There's some here, there, and chrome so you can see them easy. You have storage space there on the right side as well as the left side. And then this lifts up, so you push this, that pops up a little bit, take it, this is actually a hook, and you can lift it up and hook it to this. So that's part of the use for that hanger. Okay, so here's your spare tire, and it's a full diameter, so it's not a full size tire like you would see on the vehicle, but it gives you the same diameter, so it's not going to make your car sink down when you put it on. You have your tools for your spare tire here. You also have a tow hook that screws into the bumper. Here's one of the covers that you take that cover off and the tow hook goes in there. So you can tie it down to a transport vehicle or something like that. And of course you can utilize some of the space around the spare tire for cargo space if you want to stash some small items with you. So the back seats fold down in a 60-40 split. There's the split right there. So you can fold down one or the other to add to your cargo space while still maintaining passenger space. Or you can fold both of them down and have a huge wide open cargo space back here, and easy to get to since it's a hatchback. Here's the markings on the back glass in case there's some Thurlite T. So maybe we can look that up and check into it and see what kind of material it is. For reference, here's the markings on the windshield. So you can look at that. Hopefully, there we go. And why not go ahead and look at the ones here on the side of the vehicle? Because if vehicles are going to change the type of material besides glass, it might be a good idea to know about that. So it has a locking fuel door, and the fuel door is on the driver's side, which is nice. And it has the traditional cap, tether, and a place to hang the cap there on the inside of the door. As long as we have the key inside the vehicle, it could be in your pocket, in a bag, or whatever. Just put your foot on the brake, hold the brake, and push this button to start it up. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. You notice the floor mat hooks in place in two places. Now the floor mat's not installed yet. Is your accelerator and brake pedal. So let's go and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a latch right there, basically in the center. Just reach in, move it to the left, and lift up. It is a light hood, and there's the latch right there. Light hood, it does require a prop, and the prop's on the underside of the hood. And it swings down and goes right there where that arrow is. Okay, looking under the hood here, it does have some insulation. Seal across the back and the front. Insulated and heat shielded firewall. Strut towers are braced into the unibody structure of the vehicle. And check it out, no plastic cover covering up the engine. That's fantastic. I actually get to see the engine this time. That's nice. So here in the front, you can see has the coil packs across the top. And for those of you who don't know what coil packs are, in the old days, they used to have a single coil with spark plug wires running across the engine to the spark plugs. Now they just have a wire harness that goes directly to 4 individual coils, and then the spark plugs are directly below each coil in the top of the cylinder head. So that way it initiates the explosion at the top of the cylinder, and then pushes the idea is it pushes the cylinder down by having the explosion start at the top and work its way down. Something like that, just to sum it up real fast. But anyways, here's the intake here in the front. See the plastic and the exhaust is in the back. That's why it has some heat shielding back there. And your battery is here, easy to get to. I love checking out a brand new, perfectly clean engine. It looks so nice. This vehicle is powered by a 2.0 liter, 168 horsepower, 4-cylinder engine, dual overhead cam, 16 valve with dual injection. Now it's paired to a interesting transmission. It is a dynamic shift CVT. Now hold on a second, it has a gear. First gear is called first launch gear, is what it says on the window sticker. So basically it means, from what I understand, is the very first gear will get you going with an actual gear system, then it transfers itself to the CVT system. So that gives you that strong acceleration launch, more traditional feel taking off. The inside of the driver's side door is just like the passenger side, except for it has a few more buttons. So you have all 4 power windows are one touch up and down. So you can push it one time, it goes down, lift it up, it goes up. Door lock controls, your side mirrors are adjusted with that little joystick. You just turn it to pick a side and you can adjust them. So the driver has a little bit different seat here as far as adjusting. It does have a power adjustable seat. You can go up, down, forward, back, tilt, all that stuff. And you have a power lumbar adjustment as well. To the left of the steering column, you have your dimmer for your interior gauges and your automatic high beams. Has a tilt and a telescoping steering column that you can lock in place here. And I like the way the handle is easy to get to and easy to operate. Okay, sitting in the driver's seat, checking it out. Nice transition over here from the door style to the dash style. Now, I pointed out that this is a soft touch portion over here. On this side, this is hard, but this is soft. So this one little spot right here is not soft touch. Just point that out. Okay, so I have the seat all the way back, all the way down, as far back as I can go, and I'm 6 feet tall. Just to give you an idea of my leg room, there's the footrest there on the left side. It's perfect. This is probably a little bit too far back for me to sit to drive typically, but I'm comfortable. I mean, I could put my legs completely straight out. I have plenty of knee and leg room here, so all good as far as room. Now the people in the back seat are not going to have as much room when I have the seat all the way back. But anyways, leather wrap steering wheel, soft to the touch, comfortable, with a good thickness. Most vehicles have a really good steering wheel nowadays. And it has the paddle shifters on the back. So, I don't know if you can see that, it kind of extends down, like so. Okay, so the buttons on the steering wheel, you see this section here and here, those are connected as far as their uses. So you have your volume for your radio, your voice recognition, the mode, which is your audio source basically, so you can cycle through your USB radio, satellite radio, that kind of thing, and then you have to change through the tracks depending on what you're in or radio station. Here your cruise control is up on top, and so they don't have it down here like in previous Toyotas or other Toyotas. So once you turn it on by pushing that button, you can set, resume, cancel. But this is an adaptive cruise control, so it keeps you at a set distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. It can sense that. A lot of safety features, like I mentioned in this vehicle, and I'll show you those in detail towards the end of the video. And you can adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you by pushing that button, and it cycles through those bars to give you a visual reference. And then this button here is what Toyota calls LTA, Lane Tracing Assist. Alert. So basically it keeps an eye on the lines on the road and helps you stay in the center of the road. If you let go of the steering wheel, theoretically it'll keep you between the lines basically. And I'll show you what the brochure says about it so you can check it out. But here on the left side is your Bluetooth. You can answer or hang up with that button, and then your back button corresponds with your screen as well as these right here as well. Windshield wiper controls are on the right side, turn signals on the left side, and then you have your headlight controls, daytime running light off, auto, parking, and on, and your fog lights are controlled here. Okay, so here's your gauges. On the outer portions, here and here, are physical gauges. So you have your RPMs there on the left side. On the right side at the top is your fuel gauge, bottom is your engine coolant temperature, but in that very center portion, that is a screen, so you can get more information there. So you have your RPMs there, and then this portion is your speedometer, the big blue rainbow it looks like. But anyways, it has a clock, a nice digital clock at the top right, which is nice, and outside temperature, odometer, And look at that, it goes up to 160 miles an hour. Isn't that cool? That's what the speedometer goes up to. The vehicle doesn't go that high. Okay, so using these buttons here, we can cycle through. So I'm gonna go to the right so you can see when I do that, right and left, these little icons pop up. So showing me this is part of a menu system, so you can get some more information, and you can turn on off your safety features. You can go and check out your fuel economy in real time and averages and ranges, and there's your cruise control with your LTA represented visually, what your radio is doing. Then you have 2 trips, and then you can go in there and you know, turn on or off your safety features. So that's kind of a quick view of what's going on the screen. Okay, so here's your other screen. This is your touch screen, and you can see it's protruding from the dash. So it seems to be a trend of taking the screen and just kind of disconnecting it from the style of the vehicle. It looks like a tablet just propped up here, basically. But I think what the idea is that you want to have your dash low, but your screen high. So if your dash is low, you got better visibility, but you have a screen. If your screen is low, then you have to take your eyes off the road more to look at the screen. So they raise the screen, lower the dash, and this is what you get. Okay, so it has some physical buttons here on the outside. So the home button will take you to the split screen, radio, phone, and your trip right here. Push menu, and you can choose different apps. So let's look at the audio first. You have your presets there. You can change your audio source here. AM, FM, satellite radio, USB, Bluetooth, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Slacker, NPR1, auxiliary input. So I know all those ways of playing music through the sound system. Somebody's going to ask, where's the CD player? Doesn't have one. Alright, so let's go back to menu. Your phone, you have to pair a phone, but once you pair a phone, you have access to your recent calls, your phone book, and send and receive calls using your voice, that kind of thing. Let's go to apps. So you have all these different apps that you can use. Alright, projection. So this would be for your Apple CarPlay. It does not have Android Auto capability yet. I think it's going to come in as an update, but Apple CarPlay is available now. So you can go in your information, you can see your vehicle alert history, your fuel economy, and you can go into your settings here and adjust things that you need to adjust. It does have a physical volume knob, change through the tracks or the stations, goes directly to your phone, your apps, and you can tune through the stations there as well. People are accustomed to knobs, I suppose. Okay, so here's your climate control. So you have a driver and passenger separate dual zone, which you can sync those by pushing that button. That way you can adjust them to the right temperature that you want. Front and rear defrosters. Your rear defroster also turns on your heated side mirrors, which is also where your blind spot monitor indicators are as well. Fan speed, where you want the air to blow, recirculate the air or not, and air conditioning. And you can put on automatic and it'll adjust everything for you. Just set the temperature and let it do its thing. Okay, so down here there's your USB and auxiliary inputs. These are heated seats, and these are the heated seat controls here for your driver and passenger. It's a 2-stage, high and low, and then you have a little storage space back there, and this is where you would set your phone to plug in for your Apple CarPlay. They also have a wireless charger option if you want to have this here. This one does not have that feature. Okay, so right in here you have your drive mode with your sport. So we push that and it turns the dial red. So when it's normally blue, now it's red. Isn't that cool? So it lets you know that you're in sport mode. And then you want to play around a little bit. Alright, and your traction control, you can turn that off. Default is on. This will allow you to spin tires. All right, there's your shifter. Put it in reverse. Check out the backup camera. Nice wide view, but not too wide. It looks pretty good. And it's in the very center position. That's nice. Neutral and drive. Manual mode is over here. You can bump it and change through the gears like a ratchet shifter, or you can use the paddle shifters. Okay, so it has electronic parking brake, and when you put it in park, the way the settings are right now, it'll go ahead and engage the parking brake. You can release it by pushing in the brake, pushing it down, it'll release the rear wheels, and you can lift it up to engage it, and it has a little indicator light that it's engaged. The brake hold feature, this will, once this is turned on, this will allow you to, this only turns on with the seat belt. It says the seat belt's unbuckled, so it won't let you turn it on. But this will allow you to take your foot off the brake as you're sitting at a long traffic light or whatever, and just hold the brakes for you. And then when you push the accelerator, it'll let you go forward. Cup holders that are open in the center, so you can utilize that space for more than just cups. Okay, so the armrest, check it out. It moves forward and back. Soft to the touch, but not super soft. It does bottom out quickly. You have some contrast stitching here, and it's kind of small, so I don't think I'd share it with the passenger. I'd kind of hog it up. This lifts up, and you have a storage space here, and 12-volt power supply and a USB charger. It has a felt lining at the bottom, like a pool table type felt, and places for wires to go in and out of the compartment here and here. Rear view mirror is manual, day and night mode. You have some tap lights up here. You can turn on all your interior lights by pushing that button, and you can have them turn on with the door if you'd like. And then you have an emergency SOS, roadside assistance button there that's covered up so you don't accidentally push it. The visors have mirrors and lights, so as you open it up it turns on, and it feels like a vinyl covered material. And it has a little extension here. It doesn't slide out, so instead of sliding out, which just shifts your protection from the sun or blocks the sun, instead of just shifting it, it adds to it, which I think is a good idea. Okay, looking at the visibility. Okay, so all of the seats are up, and the headrests are getting in the way a little bit, but you can see the pillars back there get in the way as well. So it does have some blind spots, of course, all vehicles do, but so you can see, give you an idea of how you'd have to get it accustomed to that, I suppose, but not too bad. It does have the blind spot monitor, it has the backup camera and all that stuff to help you out as well. Okay, so before you go, if you're interested in looking at this in detail, you can use the pause button to read it all if you like. So this is the Safety Sense 2.0, which is a lot of safety features. Pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist and road edge detection, automatic high beams, road sign assist, full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, and lane tracing assist. Here's the two trim levels that are available now, so you can see the difference here. So this is the XSE and the SE. There's the available colors and wheels. I'll try to have a link to this brochure and this full brochure in the description, so you can check it out and read it and search it and all that stuff as well. Okay, so there you have it, 2019 Hatch, the Toyota Corolla Hatch. Nice vehicle, comfortable, looks good. I think this is going to be a winner on the market. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Sparks Toyota, and I'll see you guys next time. it.